Hey everyone, and welcome to What Did I Miss, where today I'm looking ahead to the penultimate or second to last episode of the third season of Star Trek Discovery, named There Is a Tide, by first playing the trailer and then discussing that as well as the sneak peek scene. This is the second week in a row that the show has changed the name of the episode after the name was initially released, having first been named The Good of the People, which is part of a quote, "The good of the people is the greatest law," which was said by Marcus Cicero. The name of this episode is taken from a line from William Shakespeare and the play Julius Caesar. Episode 11 gave us viewers at least part of the reason for the burn, and I think it's safe to say that most were left underwhelmed with this development. It is too bad too, because this season has been the strongest for Discovery so far, and even the last episode was beautifully shot and we got to see Doug Jones as Doug Jones. I'm holding out hope that there is still more to this story, and with 2 episodes left this season, Discovery has a chance to make it so. Also in the past, Star Trek has released some of its best episodes as the second to last one of the season, such as Duet from Deep Space Nine, The Inner Light from The Next Generation, and even the first season of Lower Decks gave us Crisis Point. One very interesting development is that the Discovery has been sieged by green space pirates, a group known as the Emerald Chain and led by an Orion named Osira, who appear to be on their way to infiltrating Starfleet headquarters. I believe that there is also a spy that has been relaying information to Osira, and after I play the trailer and discuss, I will go into my theory. But as always, let me know in the comments. Do you think there is a spy, and how do you like the season so far? Also, I started a new Patreon page for 2021 that will, among other things, donate to different charities, and if you're interested, I'll put a link to that in the video description below. So let's sit back and watch the trailer for There Is a Tide.
We have got to get back on Discovery.
Let's do this.
We figured out how the spore drive works. Osira will destroy the Federation.
I have a plan to take back this ship.
Well played. Go save the day, Michael.
I might not see you again until another distant future. I love you.
The trailer starts with Michael and Book trying to figure out how to get back onto Discovery so they can take it back. As I said in my review for episode 11, I think the show is really driving home some nautical themes this season with the addition of the Emerald Chain space pirates. First, having Osira make her nephew walk the proverbial plank after losing Rin a few episodes ago, and now having her commandeer the Discovery and fly a false flag into enemy territory. It appears that Osira has someone that can operate the spore drive without the need for Stamets, who looks to still be sedated or under some sort of mind control with that Orion Crown 5.0 on his head. The actor in this scene is Kenneth Michel, who has played 3 Klingon characters on Discovery before, most notably Cole from the first season. In early 2020, Mr. Michel revealed that he had been confined to a wheelchair because of Lou Gehrig's disease. And if you would like to learn more about him and a charity he supports named I Am ALS, I'm putting those links into the description of this video as well. We see a scene of Osira walking right up to Admiral Vance in Starfleet headquarters, so it is obvious that her plan works somewhat and she is able to get Vance to maybe surrender. But it looks like Book and Burnham do make it onto the ship, and with Tilly and the crew's help, they formulate a plan to take it back. We get a lot of quick shots of phaser fires. It looks like the crew is able to retake the armory, as we have seen the armory a few times this season. We also see some tense moments between Book and Burnham that look like they are saying goodbye to each other. From the looks of their interactions in the trailer, I'm guessing the plan is for Book to get to the crew while Michael tries to get to the spore drive. Michael also has a line about not seeing someone again until another distant future, and we are meant to believe she is saying this to Book, but I actually think she is saying it to Osira or maybe the spy. Now let's talk about that sneak peek scene. Once again, I can't play the sneak peek scene here because of copyright laws, but basically it shows the Discovery racing towards Starfleet headquarters with Osira's ship the Viridian close behind and firing on them. Osira herself is of course on Discovery, having taken the ship from Tilly last episode. Osira tells her crewmen to tell the Viridian to take it down a notch, or they may actually damage them. It looks to me like there is a collar around this alien's neck, so Osira may have slaves working on her crew. Also, I could not think of what alien race this is, so if you recognize it, please let me know in the comments. Next we see Admiral Vance and Lieutenant Willa talking about the situation, and Willa tells Vance they did not see them on scans because the Viridian jumped along with Discovery, which means the spore drive has been compromised. Vance makes a comment about the ship waiting for them like an Alterian spider, which leads me to believe that he also thinks there's a spy in the operation. Quark served a dish called Alterian chowder on Deep Space Nine, and Benjamin Sisko was shown to be fond of it with some Udaberry crepes. They discuss what to do, and Willa says they will arrive in 3 minutes, and once again the number 3 shows up, and if you watch my videos this season, you know I've been tracking it like a Vulcan tracks their Han-Far cycle. The number has shown up in, if not every episode, almost every one, and I had hypothesized earlier in the season that had something to do with the cause of the burn. Willa asks if they shouldn't let Discovery in, and Vance says not yet. I suppose there's a chance Vance is savvy enough to keep the Trojan horse out beyond the gates, so maybe that meeting we see in the trailer is not after Osira has stormed Starfleet headquarters, but rather her proving that she has access to the spore drive, which at this point is more important than all the ships in the Federation. With 2 episodes left, Discovery has a chance to make this their best season yet, and from the looks of things, this week's episode will be action-packed as the crew tries to retake the ship. Hopefully they can achieve that in this episode, and spend the final episode going more into the cause of the burn. I think a big reveal in this episode will be the spy, and I'd be very surprised if it's not Lieutenant Willow. In the sneak peek scene, it just seemed like she was bending some of the data she gave to Vance to not let him know the whole truth behind the subterfuge. I wouldn't be surprised if that crewman we saw on the Discovery in a slave collar had a connection to Willa, and perhaps Willa is paying for her freedom with treason. But I don't see it possible that it could be Book or Vance or Rin at this point, and that only leaves the shady second in command. But you let me know, what did I miss? Do you think Willa is a spy, and if not, who is? Also, I just released my review of Wonder Woman 1984, and if you want to know if you should miss this or not miss this, check it out, as I will put a link in the description below. And don't forget to smash that like button and hit the subscribe bell so YouTube lets you know when my videos come out and you are not left asking, what did I miss?